Hello, everyone. Welcome to our seventh tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to talk about changing costumes. So you might remember when we chose our sprite, we looked at the different costumes available for that sprite. So we can review those by coming over here and clicking on the Costumes tab. So you'll see this one is labeled Bat A. This one is labeled Bat B, Bat C, and Bat D. So come back over here to the code tab and you will see this block right here says switch costume and it's set at Bat D. So here's my Bat D. Let's say I want to switch it to Bat A. When I press the space bar, it's going to change to Bat A. So let's have a little bit of fun with this. I know that Bat B and Bat C, they kind of look like my bat is flying if I put them together and I click back and forth. So let's try to do that with our code. I'm going to start with Bat B, and then I'm going to wait 1 second, otherwise it'll just go right into it and I won't even see the transition. Oops. And I'm going to switch to C. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, cool. Starts in B, goes to C. So let's say I want to repeat that a whole bunch of times. So it looks like he is flying. I'm going to drop my repeat block in there and let's see what that looks like. Pretty cool, but it's still going a little fast. There's not enough time between C and B to really appreciate what he's doing. So I'm going to drop another weight in there. Now let's see what it looks like. Much better. It really looks like he's flying now. So awesome. But let's make him move while he flies. So I'm going to grab just a basic regular move block and I'm going to put it not here, because if I put it here, he's going to do all that flapping and then move. I'm going to put it inside my repeat block right here after my weight. All right, let's see what that looks like. Pretty cool. But you know what? I think I want him to move a little bit more. So I'm going to take a move block and I'm going to drop it after the first weight. So he's going to move between switching from B to C and back from switching from C back to B. So let's see what that looks like now. I like that. It really looks like he's flapping across the screen. That is awesome. So let's see what else I can do with this. Maybe I want him to turn just a little bit as he flies. So let's grab one of these turn blocks and let's put it right down here, because we know if we put it outside of the repeat block, we know he's going to do all of his moving and then turn. And that's not quite what I want. So let's put it right here and see what happens. So every time he flies, he's going on a tiny itsy bitsy bit of an angle, but it's still kind of steep. I don't really like it. I want it to be a little bit more gradual. So I'm going to change that to just 5 degrees. Now let's see what that looks like. Much better. So he's basically going to fly in a very slow circle at this point. But what if I don't want him to fly in a circle? What if I kind of want him to fly like wiggly, like back and forth a little bit? Well, let's grab this and let's put it up here after our first move. And then let's have him turn counterclockwise after our second move. So it's kind of going to look like he's wiggling back and forth. But you know what? I'm not going to get a really good visual of that right now because he's kind of hanging upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pick up that point in direction block. And I know that if I have it set at 90 degrees, he's going to point this way. We went over this in one of the advanced parts of our earlier lesson. So if you missed that, just know that you can click on this and you can essentially restart your sprite's position. So that really comes in handy if you've been turning left and right, clockwise, counterclockwise, and you're all over the place and you just want to reset. That's a great block to use to do that. So let's see what this looks like now. He's going to do his wiggle flying. So he's kind of flying to the side, and then he's going back to the beginning, off to the side, back to the beginning, which is pretty cool, but I want it to look a little wigglier. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to double it and change it to 30 degrees. There we go. I like this better. So he's kind of, he's going a little bit clockwise, and then he's going a little bit more counterclockwise. So he's sort of wiggle flying in sort of a weird lopsided circle oval type thing. It's cute. I like it. But you know what? I did actually like this one better. So that's where I'm going to leave my bet. He's sort of wiggle flying, sort of not, but I think it's really cute anyway. Okay, so that is it for our lesson on switching costumes. Now, if you want to get a little bit more advanced, you could switch to this block right here, which is next costume. So the next costume is just going to switch from A to B, B to C, and C to D. So later on, when we learn how to make our own costumes, that could really come in handy. This is how you're going to make your sprite smoothly look like they're walking across the screen or dribbling a ball or jumping up in the air by changing their costumes, their body movements. We are going to get into that later, but just know that it is there and it is something that we can play with. Okay, so that is the end of this lesson. Thank you for hanging out with me. Next time, we are going to work on switching backdrops, and I will see you in our next video.